We're getting snowed on pretty hard here. Woo! Okay, so today what we're gonna do is I've gotten a whole bunch of stuff. I've been gone out of town for a long time, and when I got back, I had a whole bunch of packages, stuff that I had ordered, and I wanted to go and do kind of like a mega unboxing or like a mail time kind of day. So let's get started with what we got. The first thing that I want to talk about today, let's see, I got a couple of things here, is this is just a screen protector for my iPhone. I dropped my phone in the lake a while ago, and this is one that I like. This isn't the brand that I always used to get. There was another brand that I used to get a lot, but they don't seem to make them on or sell them on Amazon anymore. So I get this one. It's an Armor suit one. I like to have a case and a screen protector for my iPhone. That's just how I am. I'll put that on later. That's not that interesting, but it is something that I got, and then something I need to do today. The next thing that I think I'll go over is this. Now this, I'm not a gardener, and I'm not currently planning on growing any plants in my home. Although when my wife saw it, she was like, "Oh, you're gonna grow some herbs." No, I'm not gonna do that. What I'm using this for is for my camera. And the way that this is going to work is, so this is something that you stick onto your windows, and then you put like a potted plant inside. And sorry, I get the microphone pointed at me. So what I want to do with it is, I want to put my camera on it, so that way when I take a time lapse, hold on. So what I have is, I did a review on one of these, a Movo 360 time lapse timer. And what I put on it is a GoPro to quarter 20-inch mount, so that I could put my Sony on top of this. And the thing is, when you're shooting through glass, whether you're at an aquarium, when I'm on the train, on the bus, anytime where there's glass and there's reflection, the way to avoid reflection is by getting as close to the glass as possible. And so, like when I'm like on the train, and I'm doing my either my slow motion or time lapses from the train, I don't like stand back and like film what's going on. If this is the window, I slap my phone right on the window, so that way there's no distance between the window and the lens. And by doing that, you eliminate reflections. And what I've been doing with the time lapses at home is I've been putting my camera, the A6300, on a tripod. But when you put a phone, so like let's say here's like the window, right? And there's sunshine, right? And the sunshine's coming in. I want to put the camera, let's say this is like the camera and that's the lens, right? I want to put the camera as close to the window as possible. But if you have it on a tripod, what ends up happening is the tripod has 3 legs, right? And so the distance between the window and the camera is greater, and that means more reflections. What it also means is when I do my time lapses, especially if I'm going to use the 360, the time lapse timer, I don't want to get the window frames in the image. And so the further back I am, the less rotation I can have before I start hitting window frames. If I'm closer to the window, then I can look around more without hitting those window frames. So that's the idea with this. So I'm going to put this right up against the window. The camera will sit right on top of it, and we'll be as close to the window as we can get while this thing can still spin. So that's what this is. I'm pretty excited about it. There's not much to it. All it is, it's literally, let's get this erased. So open it up, and it is a piece of like, what is this made out of? It's patent pending. I don't know what about this would be patented, but there's some suction cups. Right here, there's holes, little grommets in there for the suction cups to go in. I like it because they're removable, so I guess in theory I can get new suction cups if these wear out. And it has this little lip on the bottom here. I don't know if you could see it. So it goes flat, and then there's a lip. And I'm guessing that provides extra stability for when there's weight on this side. So pretty excited about that. See, that's really stuck on there. So that's going to be pretty exciting. Check back tomorrow. I'll try to put a time lapse, or maybe I'll do one at the end of the video today using that. I don't know if this is plexiglass or just acrylic, but they put some alcohol prep pads in there so you can really, a clean surface is the key to having good suction, and so that's what they want to do. All right. The next thing is something that I got from an Etsy shop in Canada. And this is something that I saw on Unbox Therapy, and I thought that my nephews would really get a kick out of this. So these are basically 3D printed pieces of plastic, I think, or whatever 3D printing material is, and some ball bearings with some weights. And these are just spinners, and they just spin. They're kind of like those fidget things, those fidget boxes with like wheels or whatever. And yeah, it's pretty cool. So that's all that is. So I got two of them. So I got two nephew boys that I think might like something like this. It's cool. And then it's interesting, like the centripetal force. You'll play with it. Okay, so that's that. And then the last thing that I'll talk about today, also I got from Etsy. This is something that I'm very excited about. This is something that I had custom ordered just for me. And this is from an Etsy shop called Designing Elementary. Full disclosure, I did pay for these, and I bought a lot of stuff from Designing Elementary before, but I do know Designing Elementary personally. I knew her before she started her Etsy shop. They live in Denver. I'm very good friends with her husband, and she is a teacher, teaches very young children, and that's where the Designing Elementary comes from. And she makes these, basically they're sandwich size, or even a little bit larger size bags. And we have tons of these at our house in a whole bunch of different prints, like clown print, owls. Owls are the new princess, by the way, if you don't have daughters and don't know. We've got like a butterfly print. We have them in a whole bunch of different sizes. Snack bags are the ones we probably have the most of. We even have like a snack size bag, which is really good for carrying granola bars around. The thing that makes them awesome is that she has them with like a food safe material on the inside, so that way you could put your snacks. Originally she made them so you could put snacks and food and like sandwiches inside for kids, for young kids. And she made this one that doesn't have the food safe material because I don't need it. Because what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to put my GoPro inside it. And so I'm going to have a couple of different sizes. I have just tons of camera accessories and like little things that I'm always trying to find places for. And I have like a series of small plastic bags, like sandwich bags and gallon size bags that I use to just try and sort some of the stuff. Because I've got like, you know, I lose lens caps all the time, so I just have tons of extra lens caps. I have GoPro mounts that are little GoPro, these bolts. You can never have enough of these. I need tons of them. I lose them all the time. I've got cables, I've got all sorts of other things. I've got like GoPro lens caps, and usually in the morning I'm rummaging through like this big bin that I have in the room, and I'm waking everybody up trying to find the things that I want to take with me in the morning when I go for my run. But now what I'm going to be able to do is have everything kind of like in, I bought 2 sizes. I don't know how many I'll need. I'll probably end up getting more, but now I'm going to have like basically dedicated bags for maybe like my morning run materials, and I could just have it in a bag, and that's where they go when I'm done with the run. It goes back in the bag. When I want it, I just grab the bag and I could get out of the bedroom quietly and not wake anyone up. One of the things that I had Designing Elementary do was put this extra label on there for me. That's something new. And the idea with that being, then I could take a Sharpie. This isn't a Sharpie, I know that, but I could take a Sharpie once I figure out what I'm going to put in here, and write on the front what's inside. So whether it's extra camera straps, is just one thing that I need to figure out like a storage solution for, or whether it's like chest mounts and head mounts, things like that. Or another thing that I always have a hard time finding, and that's definitely what's going to go in one of these, is a variety of like spare batteries and battery chargers. And so I've got batteries for my LED camera lights. I've got batteries for the A6300. I've got camera batteries for the D3200, the Nikon. I've got GoPro batteries that I think I'm going to need to start getting because that Hero 5 just eats battery. And so there's just lots of things. Very excited about these. If you need some sort of storage bag and don't want to be wasting plastic, if you want to be a little bit kinder to the environment and have something that's a little bit more reusable and a little bit more robust, definitely recommend checking out her Etsy shop. I'll put a link in the description below. And that's it for my unboxings today. And yeah, I'll try to put links for all, I mean, if you guys want links, I'll put a link for the veg holder clear shelf in the description below. And yeah, that's it for today. And I've been waiting to open all this stuff. I've been really excited about it, and I kept thinking I would make a different video for each one, and then it just had like a pile of packages that I just wanted to get open and get through. So that's what today was. Thanks for watching. Now I'm gonna work on that time lapse.
Yo, what's going on?